Rightio, g'day guys, Chris here. I just thought I'd give you another update. We'll do a greenhouse update. But I just wanted to show you my garden as well, because I've got a couple of little jobs that I'm doing in the garden. So at the moment, this is down the side of the house. All the garden sort of got some herbs in there, just on the seat there. You got an avocado tree in the ground, another avocado tree here. She's pretty big. I only ever had one off it. Now I've grown them all from seed. That one's about 9 years old now. And I got this sick looking one in the pot plant here, which I'm gonna try and put it in the ground here, but had an old palm tree that was bloody 20 meters tall, and you got this big kick-ass thing that's actually splitting. And I did trim that, but now two more shoots have come out, so they'll probably end up being. I don't really know why the owner that we bought the house off planted that thing right next to that thing. Absolutely ridiculous. Actually, just choking up the garden. And then I had big massive trees here which I had to chop down, and this big massive tree which actually went up and was hitting the aerial when we first moved in, so I had to chop that down. Anyway, so if I come out the back garden here, walk out the back, we'll go through the little tunnel underneath all this. Alright, so what I've got is I have another avocado tree here in the ground, all tomatoes in these. They're all tomatoes. They're not doing too well, but I think they're root bound. I think they've just taken up the whole pot and they're just not growing. So I don't know. Now over here, this is where I had all my chilies. All the chilies were sitting in here. You get half a day of sun in that spot. We do have some potatoes in here as well. They've got potatoes growing. I did chuck potatoes in there ages ago. And we've got an apple tree there. And I've got this avocado that I'm going to put in the ground here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix up a bit of cow manure, a bit of blood and bone, neaten it up a bit, and we might chuck it in right here in the middle. We'll see how that goes. Alright, so what I've got is I've got cow manure and blood and bone, and I'll mix it all together. And then we'll sprinkle it in to the garden. Actually, I'll probably take all that. I'll probably take all this wire down, because I only had it up there so that the chooks never chewed all the chili leaves off the chili bushes. Wondering what this plant is? This is coriander. I'll let it go to seed, so I'll get all the seeds off that and I'll start growing some more coriander. Right, got this fertilizer. Right, so this garden, pretty much all along here, I've been fertilising this quite a lot. So the actual soil looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So what I'm going to do is put that fertiliser in the hole. Okay, you'll see. Yeah, a little bit more. Just dug out all the fertiliser. Put that in. Right. Okay. Right, yeah. So there we go. Now what we'll do is we'll give it a nice soaking, give it a nice water, and then hopefully, being in the ground now instead of in that little pot, hopefully the plant will start thriving a bit more. Righto, let's give it a soak. Rightio. Let's give it a water. Now that's a potato. The potatoes are down this end. So as you can see, this little avocado, it was actually, you can actually see down at the base there, there was a dead branch, and that was sitting in the pot, dead. And then it got 2 branches come out of it. So I thought, well, okay, I'll just let it grow in the pot, which I did. And it's sort of come good.
$2,000 later.
So I'll just water this in, and I'll give it a couple of weeks. Doesn't look like it's okay. So how tall is it? Just up to the top of the patio there. So it's about 30 centimetres, 40 centimetres tall, this one. Now the other thing I want to do, I want to put the other avocado tree that I've got down in the big pot, I want to put that in the ground. But I think I'm going to have trouble with that because all the roots in that area of the garden around that palm tree specifically, and there's so many roots, you go 1 centimetre down in the ground and all you've got's roots. So it's a bit of a pain in the bum. But anyway, so replant for my aloe vera as well. So I replanted a few that were dying out the front, too much sun. So I've whacked them all in there. Over there, down one there, and then 3 there. A couple up the side up there. So I always have aloe vera plants. Good for the skin, good for cuts, and surprisingly enough, good. You can eat the gel, put it in drinks, smoothie them up. It's good. Anyway, so that's a little project that I've just done, and I'll do another video in about 2 weeks' time, maybe a month, and see how well it's taken to the garden and see how tall it is. So we know it's about 30 centimeters tall now. We'll see what it does. So we'll go over in a minute and have a look in the greenhouse, and I'll show you what I've got cooking in there. Alright, let's have a look at the old greenhouse, eh? Right. So first things first, here's my chili bush. It's actually starting to flower quite a bit. We've got one little scorpion chili, not as big as I'd hoped, but they are flowering. And we've got the bird's eye chilies starting. They're all starting to come up. There's one there. There's a couple on that. Here's a bigger one. Where is it? There it is, right there. Okay, so that's two chili bushes in that. Actually, I think there's 3. This one's not really. That's the Jolokia. So that's pretty slow. Everything's pretty slow at the moment. So we've got chilies. Well, first thing we got is kiwi fruit. Now I don't know how I'm going to split all those apart, but I just whacked a big chunk of seeds in there from the kiwi fruit. So there's a lot of little stems and stuff. I don't know even how to separate them. Then we've got habanero. You're starting to get a few little ones on there. Then we got this one, which is Sherwood's Carbonero. Don't even know what that is, but it's got lots of flowers on it. Current temperature 24, 47% humidity. I've still got these 2 tomato plants that actually sprouted from the ground, and they're giving me off a shitload of tomatoes. I've got a shitload in the fridge. I'm eating them every day. Got another habanero down there. Hopefully we'll get some good quality off that. Now this one here, it's a little ebony fire. I've actually had about 3 of them. They turn red. They're actually like black, and they turn red, and they've got a really sweet taste to them. They're really nice. They're not like just to burn your mouth out, burn your ass off. They've actually got a nice taste to them. Not like those bird's eyes. They're pretty hot. And then we've got, I don't know what that one is. I think it's cayenne peppers, these ones. So I'm just waiting for them to turn red. And this one I think is, yeah, this is a cayenne as well. Red hot cayenne. I've got a few green ones on here. They're going all right. I've got a few seeds that I've started. I think I've got a scorpion in this one. Scorpion, another scorpion. There's something growing out of that. I don't know what that is. Because I try to, when I put seeds in, all I get is tomato plants. There's another, looks like another little one here, but that doesn't look right. Then I've got a bit of garlic, and I've planted, well, I think I planted some more garlic, but these ones again look like tomato plants. So we'll be ripping those out. I don't need any more tomatoes. So that's it for the inside the greenhouse. It's actually working well. Gets nice and hot when it's hot. I'll probably start picking a few more tomatoes. And then the chilies, hopefully we'll have a few. What are these? Those dickheads doing? Oh shit. So this is a chook pen that I built. When we first moved in, I built it. Sort of Frankensteined it all together with pallets and just a lot of wood that I had sitting around. Obviously you can see it's a bit dodgy, but it works. A couple of eggs. Works good. So what I might do actually is grab some of that sugarcane mulch and chuck it in the garden and see how that goes. Anyway, there's the chooks. Oh, you're right, Henrietta. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for this little gardening video that I'm doing. Just a few little jobs and show you how the greenhouse is helping the chilies. Take it easy guys, see you later.